Hello, my name is Christopher Terry, and this will be my video for my German culture project. For my German culture project, I really wanted to talk about what really got me into studying the German language and what just really attracted me to German culture in general, I guess. I spoke a little bit about it in the introduction to the class. I think that was discussion one. But for me, the biggest influence of learning or moving towards German as my foreign language was mostly due to the architecture of German buildings. My original goal when I entered college was to go into architectural design because I wanted to be like a civic engineer or a mechanical engineer because I just wanted to build something and be able to one day say, hey, I did that. Things changed and now I'm in computer science. But for me, I'm still always interested in architecture, and one of my biggest interests is German architecture. And the reason for that is because for me, it has no parallel. There's no other architecture in the world or style that really just pulls me to it like German architecture. So if we just take a look at say New York City for example, it's always just very sharp, rough edges to where anything's like a skyscraper, always like mirrored in every way, or there might be some sleek design or something of that sort. But it doesn't feel like it has a personal touch to me. These are all beautiful buildings, but it just doesn't have that connection. Same thing with like Los Angeles buildings. Like it seems like American design and architecture just follows the same one. But German architecture, on the other way, it just you can see the culture, you can see the past within the buildings itself. And for me, it just has a lot more character to it. You look at a building, you see its story, you see like where it came from, where the people got their inspiration, whatnot. Um, like for example, we look at these. You have unique designs. You have something that looks like it's from the past, but it's sleek and modern and sharp and just it tells a story by just looking at it. Um, and I really I found this Wikipedia that kind of like broke it down to like where it transfers throughout the years, and it tells you like where they get some of its really hardcore just designs from. So like you have the ancient architecture, like the Roman Empire, etc., pre-Rome, Romantic. Then Gothic is a really heavy one that's still used today, to where it's just cathedrals and whatnot really follow this one. Then you have the Renaissance, to where it has more of that village look to it. It just makes you feel like there's art in it. Um, and it just keeps going and going, and then it's just now you have like modern, which is like sharp, clean, elegant. It just it's unlike anything to me, and I'm just a really big fan of it. I don't really know why, but it's just when I look at it, I can just see it, and that's what I really liked about it. So like it interested me, and I took 4 years of German in high school, and I seem to always every day ask about the architecture or something like that because my teacher, he served in the special forces for the U.S. and he was over there as a linguist or a communications expert between the German military and the United States military. So like he spent a lot of time over there and he had plenty of photos to show. And I just love to look at his photos and whatnot and to see the places he's been, the different building types. I really don't know how to explain it, but the architecture of German just it draws me in because you just see what it is, how it is. You can feel a person by just looking at their creation. I really enjoy that. But I also can't say it's all 100% architecture. Another really big German culture thing is always the food. For me, I'm from Augusta, Georgia, most recently, and we have a German restaurant, an authentic German restaurant called the Augsburg House. It is by far my favorite restaurant within Augusta, Georgia. It's technically in Evans, but it goes by um, the Augusta area code. But it's like a cute little decorated German restaurant. It has a lot of history on the wall, a lot of German imported beers. The owners are actually from Germany. They moved there, give or take 35, 36 years ago, and they like just they started their restaurant, and it's a really big hit. Every single night, every single table's full. They follow the German style to where families sit with other families. So if you have like a family of two or a guest party of two, they will sit with like a party of four. Like you sit with other people, and I love that idea where you just sit with strangers and you share tales, have a few drinks together, whatnot. The food is amazing. Hands down, my absolute favorite is this one. This is called the Augsburg House Special, which basically, I believe it's schnitzel, if I'm saying that right. Um, but we have fried pork topped with sauerkraut, topped with Swiss cheese. Then we have German mashed potatoes with German gravy. I get it hands down every single time I go there. And I usually go with my families. And my little sister, she's a really big fan of this one because she likes the fried potatoes with the pork with the cheese as well. But she's not a big fan of the sauerkraut, so she doesn't get that. But a plate of this can easily be shared between 3 to 4 people. You get a hefty amount of food, and I believe that's like one of their really big key things is they share. You get things and you share it because you just eat smaller portions. But I shamelessly eat this whole thing by myself because it is that good. So the food, the architecture really draws me to the German culture, and I'm a really big fan of it. I believe it's just amazing, and it's just I would one of my goals one day is to actually go to Germany, not like during like Oktoberfest, like the number one time to go kind of thing. Actually, I want to go like maybe in an off season and experience the culture and just travel it maybe 2 to 3 weeks and just really, really experience the land, the buildings. I just want to tour everything there. But that's my German culture project. Thank you for listening. It was a great semester.